Guys, it's Natalie B. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a 30-minute makeup tutorial, and pretty much this is the end results. If you want to see how I achieve this look, continue to watch the video and like and subscribe to my channel. Hey guys, like the makeup intro said, this is a makeup tutorial for makeup in 30 minutes. You can definitely do this tutorial to suit your lifestyle, especially if you need it to be less than 30 minutes. By all means, you can do that by cutting out some of these steps. Anything is possible. So I already prepped my skin, cleansed. I use serum, moisturizer, eye cream, all that good stuff. The only thing I didn't use was sunscreen because I'm in the house today. I mean, you can still use sunscreen, especially if you have a cell phone, and cell phone does have radiation, but I have headphones, so I didn't have to worry about that. So I did not use sunscreen because I'm in the house today. Anywho, so the first step I'm going to do is the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. This is not the actual size, this is just 100 point perk from Sephora. I love this little primer, especially after doing this point perk. I think I got like 3 of them. I pretty much redeemed my points. And the reason why I love it is honestly it gives you like that smooth canvas, and at the same time gives you a little bit of a glow. And this is pretty much similar to the Guerlain primer with the gold flakes. The thing is, the Guerlain primer is just like, I believe it's a $20 difference. It's like in the $70 price range, while the YSL is $52. Not saying the YSL is that much more cheaper, but I mean, it's $20 cheaper. I'm definitely gonna splurge. I think it's $52. Don't quote me on it. I'm gonna have the actual price in the description box. But anywho, I'm definitely gonna splurge, especially after using it. And the reason why I'm using that primer is because I'm actually going to use YSL products on my face as far as complexion. So you will see. And honestly, my rule of thumb is just using the same, like if you're going to go with a foundation and you want to use a primer, just use it from the same line, just to avoid like anything separating. Pretty much they designed the products to work with each other. So that's the easy rule of thumb. Okay, so I did my skincare, and one big thing about skincare is you want to make sure that you give your skincare time for it to penetrate your skin, especially with active ingredients. I want to say after in the morning, if you do your skincare routine, you want to at least wait at least 5 minutes before going into makeup. That's my rule of thumb. I actually waited more time because I am off today, but at least 5 minutes. And you saw that I applied my primer. Primer is optional, but if you're going to wear makeup for a long period of time, definitely use primer. It's going to make sure that your makeup lasts the whole day and your foundation doesn't separate. And also with primer, same thing with skincare. You want to make sure that you give your primer time for it to settle into your skin, for it to do what it's supposed to do as far as like all the benefits. And you also want to get a primer that is going to address your skin concerns. So let's say if you have pores, large pores like I do, you want to get like a smoothing primer. If you have oily skin, you want to get a mattifying primer. And if you have dry skin, hydrating primer, and so on and so forth. So I did the primer. I'm letting it sink into my skin before going in with the foundation. I'm going to do my eyebrows in the meantime. So again, this is what's going to help you with this, like, you know, doing a regular quick makeup routine. Even though you have to stop and let something settle into your skin, just find a step to do. So for instance, like if your brows aren't done, do your brows while your primer is setting, you know, penetrating that skin. So, okay. I don't know if you paid attention to what I did. First, when it came to my brows, you want to brush your brows up so you can get the shape of the brow. And you want to outline the bottom of the brow with a pencil. The pencil that I'm using is from Trestique, and this is like a mini crayon eyebrow pencil. I believe I got it either Ipsy or BoxyCharm. Honestly, I'm using it because It's shaped like the Anastasia Brow Definer or like the Benefit Glue Proof, those type of pencils where it's like chunky and it's easy to fill in. So it could be quick versus doing like an ultra thin eyebrow pencil for like the precision, and you know, you could like mimic like hair like strokes. No. Since we are doing a 30-minute tutorial, you kind of want to just fill these bad boys in. It's not about, you know, doing that Instagram, YouTube brow. It's just literally about filling in all the areas that are sparse. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So like I said, initially you'll brush your brows up. I'll show you in this brow. And you also want to have a spoolie on hand, but most eyebrow products already come with like a spoolie at the other end, but this is like a mini version of this product. I'm not sure if the actual full-size product comes with a spoolie, but regardless, I have a separate spoolie. And the reason why you need a spoolie is just to brush in the product and make it look believable. Honestly, you don't want to look like you colored in your brows. You want to make this look as believable as possible. Again, this is like a 30-minute makeup routine, and at the same time it's also kind of like that no makeup look. This spoolie's a little beat up because it's like bended. So like I did with the other brows, brush those bad boys up, outline the bottom of your brow. You know, pay attention to the shape of your brows. Honestly, your brows are not twin sisters. They are sisters, and at times they could be distant cousins, because that's how it is sometimes. But as long as there's some type of uniform, like I said, they're not going to be completely identical. As long as you can make them look, you know, similar to your best capability. So after you brush them up and you outline the bottom, you want to brush them down and literally outline the top. And again, it's about following, I kind of want to look too high. It's about following your brows. You can tell, literally, especially if you have like the struggle brows like I do, you can still see what your eyebrows should have looked like if you didn't mess with nature. And I did mess with nature by trusting just trusting different people to do a good job with my brows as far as waxing or threading, and ultimately butchered my brows throughout the years, because I have literally been waxing my brows since I was in high school. Yeah, and that takes a toll, honestly. But I think I'm gonna try like an eyebrow serum and see if that helps, because honestly, you see how crazy my brows look? The last time I did my brows was literally 2 years. Actually, it's almost going on 3 years. When June of this year hits, it'll be 3 years since I've professionally done my brows. Yeah. And you see the growth. You see what I'm working with. Barely any type of growth. And it's been 3 years since I actually did my brows. I've only been filling them in with makeup products. I have not threaded them. I have not waxed them. Nothing. Yeah. So let's just say I did a number on my brows. So again, it's literally about just filling in the areas where it's sparse. It doesn't have to look perfect, because this is makeup in 30 minutes, and then it's also like makeup for like the corporate office, so you don't want to look like you overdid anything. And if you want to, hey, by all means, if you have that time, but this is just me trying to make it sort of look natural, but at the same time filled in. So this step right here is optional, especially if you want to cut down on some time. I'm just gonna add like a little brow gel from Anastasia. This is a tinted brow gel, and the color is chocolate. It's by Anastasia. And I'm gonna also have the price point of every product on the description bar. Okay, so you guys can look into it if you're interested. I just like to set my brows, you know, Like, even though it's not perfect, it still kind of looks a little pained. So you would just apply a little brow gel. Nothing too crazy. And again, you can go on top. You can still blend that in with this spoolie again. And this is just, again, the makeup, no makeup look. So we did that. So next, I mean, by this point, your primer has done what it's supposed to do. My skin feels smooth. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. You can go in with the foundation. But I am not. I'm going in with color corrector because these dark circles under my eyes are, I know, I can only imagine how it looks on camera. It looks crazy on person, so on camera it probably looks even crazier. So yeah, I am color correcting. Again, this is optional, but if you are like me and you kind of want to OD and look, you know, flawless, you could do this. And you would pretty much color correct any area where there is darkness. I mean, I can actually color correct around my mouth, but I'm not going to do all that. My eyes are more important. I don't care around my mouth. Personally, I feel as if once I do foundation, that part will go away. So I'm just adding color corrector in other spots that I want to color correct. So now we're going to blend out this color corrector. Okay. And honestly, when I put foundation on, it might move it a little bit. I don't know why. And if it does, you could put a little bit more color corrector on top of the foundation. But see, look at that. My eyes, under my eyes look brighter. And I am blending this out with this little mini little mini brush that I got when I became a VIB Rouge at Sephora. So this is just a mini version of their 56 brush, which is a flawless airbrush brush, and you can use that for foundation. It's like semi-dense, so you can definitely use it when you're using a full coverage foundation, or let's say you have texture on your skin and you don't want that texture to show up. It's a great brush. Anywho, so that's that. I blended the color corrector. Now I will go in with a little bit of highlighter from Fenty. This is the Matchstick and Rum. And the reason why I'm doing this, so this is their makeup tutorial for 30 minutes. And possibly like I said, it's like no makeup, and at the same time, like if you're in the corporate office and you don't want to, you know, you want some highlighter but you don't want it to look too obvious, and you don't want it, you know, this is just corporate friendly type of makeup in essence. So you want highlighter, you don't want it to be too obvious. So what you can do is apply highlighter underneath your foundation, okay? And that's gonna give you like that glow within. Yeah, and you will see. So I applied on my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and I'm gonna also apply on the tip of my nose. And then the one cool thing about this is you can literally apply it directly onto your face and blend it out with your fingers. So that is also going to help with, you know, timing, just using your fingers. You know, like that sucker. Yeah. So anywhere where the light naturally hits, you can apply the highlighter. So this is not the neatest application because it matters, because foundation is going to go on top of it. At least you get the point. Okay, so we got the highlighter on. Now we're going to actually use 2 YSL products. And the reason why is because I'm going to actually use YSL All Hours Foundation Full Coverage on this side of my face, and then I'm going to use this YSL Touche Éclat All-in-One Glow. And this is a natural finish tinted moisturizer that's going to give you medium coverage. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you guys that even though you have a full coverage foundation, it doesn't have to look like you have foundation on. It can still look like skin. And you're going to see that I have two different products and they're still going to give you similar results. Granted, this one is going to be a little bit more glowy, but still you're going to achieve the same look. So this side is going to be the YSL All Hours Full Coverage Foundation. And I'm gonna pump out just a little bit on my hand, and I'm gonna go in with that same mini 56 brush. I'm just going to go in, and I freaking love these YSL foundations. So right now I have the All Hours, and the color that I'm using is B75, by the way. And the B line is their neutral line. Okay. If you don't know what neutral means, it just means that that's someone with an undertone that has a little bit of red and a little bit, well, they have a little bit of coolness and a little bit of warmth in their undertone. And honestly, I could make a whole video about that. Probably, like, if you still don't understand what that means, just let me know. Leave that in the comments, and then maybe if I have like a lot of people that say they want me to do a video about undertones, I'll do it. But anywho, this is the foundation in B75. But you see that this is a full coverage foundation. Does it look full coverage? It looks pretty, like, you know, it still looks like skin. And that's why, like, I kind of want to do something like this, because I'll encounter a couple of people at work, like, I don't want, you know, anything heavy on my skin. Like, because just because something is full coverage doesn't necessarily mean it's going to feel heavy. Don't get me wrong, there are some full coverage foundations that do feel heavy, but I feel like a lot of these makeup brands are getting better with formulas. They'll have like a full coverage foundation that does not even feel like it's full coverage. This feels like really lightweight on the face. So now this side is going to be the tinted moisturizer that's going to provide medium coverage, and I'm going to use a different brush. I'm going to use the Sephora Collection Pro Foundation Brush 47. This is designed for medium coverage, and the color of the tinted moisturizer is B70. Okay. The reason is, like, the tinted moisturizers have less colors. The next color I believe was like B80 or something, and that was way too dark. And B70 is perfect. The same way B75 in the All Hours was also perfect. So yeah. As you can see, it's very similar. Like I said, the only difference is the Touche Eclat tinted moisturizer that I'm currently applying is just a little bit more dewier, because the All Hours is more of a matte foundation. Even though I don't feel as if it's a full-on matte, I feel as if it's a modern matte. Like, it still gives you a little, like, it still gives you a glow. It still looks like skin, so it's like a natural matte. It's not like a drying matte. So I don't know, I personally think this is just a natural finish. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The only time it looks matte is when you apply powder. That's when it looks matte, and then honestly, in that case, then that happens with every foundation. The minute you apply powder, of course it's gonna look matte. So I don't know how that was. It ain't matte to me. It's natural finish. There's nothing wrong with that, because I'm a, like, if you know me, I'm a fiend when it comes to natural finishes. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm slowly trying to gravitate towards mattes, but still I'll find a matte like this that ends up looking natural, in my opinion. I think it also has to do with your skin prep. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did a couple of dewy things in my skin prep, so that's probably another reason why it always ends up looking natural. So once you balance everything out, if I did some like my skin prep involved anything with mattifying, it'll probably look more matte than this. But I did kind of have a little bit of a, kind of went in with the serum that I use. And at the same time, I did use a little face mask to give me extra nourishing glowiness. So that's probably another reason why it's an asthma. So I'm also looking at my phone because we're 20 minutes into this and we kind of have to finish soon. Okay, next step, we're gonna go in with this Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. And again, you could skip this step, but I want to do it because it adds more dimension to the face. And honestly, if you do this, you can actually skip contour, because in essence, when you do foundation and then you do concealer that's like 1 to 2 shades lighter on your face and you blend it out, you're kind of creating like reverse contour. So I'm sorry, I got an itch on my nose. So you don't necessarily have to contour, but I'm still gonna contour. But anywho, so according to my timer, we are going into 21 minutes. So we gotta speed this up. Especially if I'm promising that you will be done in 30 minutes, right? But you will be. Because you pretty much did your brows. That's one step that takes forever. And I blended out pretty much the concealer with that 56 brush that I used earlier. So now we're going to set the concealer. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in translucent. I tried the translucent medium because it would have been better, but I can still pull this off because it's not like I am going to be doing, you know, I'm not going to be exposed to like photography and flashing, you know. I'm not going to be exposed to too much flash. I'm pretty much in my house today. In real life, I can pull this off. Now again, if I was like on the red carpet somewhere, look at me speaking things into existence. If I was speaking, if I was on a red carpet somewhere, maybe I would, just to avoid possible flashback, even though I don't think I'll have flashback with this because I don't think it has talc, but then again, don't quote me on that. I'll find out if it has talc in it. Anywho, just for reassurance, if I were like on a red carpet and exposed to like different cameras, I'd probably use the medium color instead. It would be a better fit, but still. And as you can see, I put that on and dust it off immediately. You do not have to bake. Now, if you choose to bake, hey, by all means, you can bake. That means you have time to. So that means you don't even need to worry about 30 minutes, right? But I'm not baking. Anywho, so we did that. Now we're going to go in with our MAC Blunt. What is this? A powder blush. This is a MAC powder blush and the color is Blunt. And this is what I'm going to contour with. This is just to warm up my face. And I'm going to warm up my face with this Real Technique 300 brush. And like, it's like a Mel series or whatever. I'm kind of gonna speed it up. Just warm it up with this. Forehead too. And this part, again, it's optional. Since you did the whole reverse contour with the concealer, you don't really have to, but I want to. And you can also use bronzer on top, or you can just bronze versus contour. This is more of a contour because it's like a matte brown color. It's cooler as well. Okay, see that? And now we're going to use the same brush, and I'm going to use this blush from No Cosmetics, and the color is Desert Dust. I got this on BoxyCharm. Definitely. I love peach blushes, by the way. I have other blushes, but I always gravitate to peach blushes, even like on clients. I'm trying to break out of that because, you know, not everybody likes peach, but I do. And you're probably wondering, why am I putting on the foundation brush on top of the peach blush? It's because I felt like I got a little too intense and I wanted to tone it down. Alright, so I have 4 minutes. Alright, boom, 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 boom. Probably think, what about your eyelids? Because your eyelids are a little glossy, girl. I got you. Just put that same Laura Mercier concealer. I have this brush from Vera Cosmetics, the 35E. This is like probably a concealer brush. I didn't really say what it was, but I'm using it for concealer on my eyelids. It's because I can get this step done really quickly. And this is just to reduce the shine on my eyelids, and it's just to make this look a little cohesive. Alright, oh my god, less than 5 minutes. Okay, then now I'm gonna go in with a Laura Mercier powder, the translucent medium deep in the darker color, just to set that on my lids. Again, just to make this cohesive and look like, you know, this is my eyelids. My eyelids perfected, I guess, right? Alright, boom, look at that. Alright, so next, get some setting powder from Urban Decay All Nighter. This promises you 16 hours wear of makeup. Okay, if you don't wear your makeup that long, boom, get this. And we're pretty much done, honestly, but I'm going to add mascara because I need mascara in my life. I do. I lied, we're not done because I'm gonna also apply a lip product. But we're pretty much coming to the end. Ooh, I got some time to spare. Well, not that much, but yeah. As far as like the makeup routine, I definitely got it down to 30 minutes. Honestly, this doesn't have to go on this long. I'm just doing this long because I like the drama, and honestly I'm not gonna get the drama that I really want right now because, again, I'm challenging myself to 30 minutes. So then you can also apply some mascara on the bottom lashes. Just be careful. This is the reason why I picked this mascara. This is the MAC Extended Play Giga Lash because the brush is so little and it's amazing for your bottom lashes. Do something simple because, I mean, unless you want to do a lip, you know, more pigmented type of lip with like either a matte lipstick, just know that you kind of have to be a little bit more precise because you don't want your lips to look crooked. You might even need a lip liner, but by all means, do whatever you want to do. But again, this is me trying to keep this tutorial in 30 minutes. So I picked out a gloss, and the gloss that I am using is from Sephora. The Sephora collection is the Outrageous Effect Value Plump Effect. Okay, it's the Outrageous Plump Effect lip gloss, and the color is 02. This is a plumping gloss, so after you do apply it, you will feel that tingling sensation of plumping. Even though I don't need pumping, my lips are big, but still, I just like it because it's a nice universal gloss. Anywho, this is pretty much the completed look, and we got it down to 30 minutes, guys. We did it. We did it. We did it. So yes, this is the completed look. We did this in 30 minutes. You can definitely do this in 30 minutes. You can even do this in less amount of time. Like I said, you can cut out some of the steps that I chose to do. For instance, you can cut out the color correcting if you don't need it. You can cut out the contour if you really don't care for the contour, especially if you're going to do the concealer. And especially if you're having if you have a concealer that's like 1 to 2 shades lighter, so you're already adding dimension to your face, so you're doing a reverse contour. What else can you take out? That's pretty much it. I mean, if you don't care to do the whole highlighter under your foundation, you can take that out too. But this is just me doing my go-to look, especially when I want to do makeup really quickly, and at the same time, if I want to do makeup where I can be in a corporate office and still, you know, fit in, or I don't really care to fit in, but if you want to do like that corporate appropriate makeup, bam. If you want to do that makeup no makeup look, bam. If you want to do 30 minutes or less, bam. So, you know, I try to hit as much key points that someone might be, you know, interested. Because like I said, not everybody has time to devote, you know, not everyone has time to devote to makeup. Not everybody. Sometimes I don't. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and it's actually my job, and I actually have to wear like makeup every single day. So those days, especially if I really don't feel like going through the whole shebang, and like I said, you saw that I didn't put any eyeshadow at all. I just made sure like everything was uniform. The days where I really don't care to do the whole jazz, I'll do a face like this. And there are days where I do the whole jazz and I still don't want to like wake up too early because I value my sleep. So I'll do as much as possible at home, and then when I'm on my way to work, because I commute and I use a train, so I have a 20-minute train ride, and so I'll think to myself, I want to do like this bomb face, so what should I do at home? Boom, I'm gonna do the eyeshadow, I'm gonna blow out, do this crazy smoky, and then do the eyeliner and all that jazz, and then, you know, do my lashes. So when I get on the train, what I'm left to do is eyebrows, because sometimes eyebrows take time, because for the most part I'll do an Instagram brow. So if I want to especially dedicate more time to my brows, I'll do that on the train. If I didn't get to apply mascara on my bottom lashes, I'll do that on the train. If I didn't get to apply a lip, I'll do that on the train. So it's just you fitting, you know, just you finding the time to do your makeup and fitting it into your lifestyle. Because like I said, realistically, not everybody has time to devote to makeup. So you just have to find what fits your lifestyle. So let's say if you're that person and you always end up arriving 15 to 20 minutes early for work, do as much as possible that you can do as much as possible at home, and then you can finish out the rest of the makeup at work in the bathroom. So again, it's just you tailoring it to your lifestyle, what you can do. Again, like this routine can definitely be shortened, but it is 30 minutes. So that's what I'm happy about. Anything else I wanted to say before I end this video? Oh yes, you see the finished results. This side was, again, a full coverage foundation, YSL All Hours, while this side was YSL Touche Éclat, the tinted moisturizer that gives you medium coverage and more of a dewy finish. The only difference I would say is just this side is a little bit more dewier than this side, but still they look pretty uniform as far as like the coverage. Like, okay, this is a little less coverage, this is a little more full coverage, however it still looks like my skin. It doesn't look like I'm like caked up to the gods over here. So again, this is just me proving, not proving, but this is just me trying to state like you can still get a full, you can still use a full coverage foundation and you can still tailor it to make it look like your skin. It doesn't have to look caked up. It doesn't have to look over the top. You can make it look over the top, but at the same time you can tone it down. It comes down to how you apply it, how much you're applying, and ultimately, like, if you're, you know, doing a full-on full beat, because honestly this is not a full-on full beat. This is just regular no makeup, no makeup look. Okay, I feel as if I'm going on and I'm rambling too much, but again, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and again, leave some questions, some comments, and I'm really serious about that undertone video. If you